Welcome back to Touhoumon Lunatic Platinum. In the last part, I dealt with Team Galactic again or something. I don't really remember. And in this part, I think I'm just gonna go down Cycling Road, which I think means this is just gonna be a part where I go through a route and deal with a bunch of trainers, which is a good thing because I have quite a lot of things to talk about, possibly. For reference, today is the 10th of June, day after the Nintendo Direct, which ended up being more. What's the word? I'm blanking on my English here. More things happened than I thought they would. Learn how to shift gears and you'll be able to ride anywhere. I don't know how to do that. Right, you two say the same thing. How about you automatically put me on the bicycle like all the previous generations did for their cycling road? How about that, huh? Alright, Route 206, the road of cycling. Yo, cycling and puppets, which do you prefer? So I wasn't really planning on watching the Direct at all. Like I said in the previous part, before it was even revealed, that I was expecting it to be one, and I didn't really care because I don't have a Switch 2, so there's no reason for me to really care. But there I was. I got up yesterday morning, I ate breakfast, cleaned up after my cats, and was going to go make my cover of Bone Strozel, however you say it, because I'm making Undertale covers at the moment. And then I went to get on YouTube so I could listen to it while I got things set up. That is the one character you should not have brought out. This is the problem with having a character out in the back as a mascot, is sometimes when stupid moves like that are used, situations like this happen. And then before I could type it into the search bar, the top thing on my recommended. What the fuck is this? Okay, now you can die, unless you're gonna spam it again. Stupid puppet. Why are you not dead? Why do you keep using this move? This is the dumbest battle ever. Now we're back where we started. Congratulations. And I go and see there's like an EOSD remake, and I'm like, what's that? Is that some kind of fan game or something? And then I click on it out of curiosity, and I found out, no, there's apparently an official Touhou 6 remake coming out. Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that. That's one of those things that was in the pile of ideas that would be cool if Zun did something, but I didn't think he'd ever actually do it. And then apparently he did. So that's cool. I only watched the trailer once, but it looks pretty good. I'll definitely watch it from someone. I don't know if I'll play it. It'll depend on if I'm still making videos by that point. I could see myself doing a series where I play through the game. There's every shot type like I did for other games. But that's something I never did for Touhou 6. But we'll see when that happens. When it's coming out like September or something? I don't really remember. But yeah, I thought that was neat. It was definitely something I never thought would happen, and then it did. Alright, get on my bicycle again. So yeah, that was one thing that happened. And then I saw in the recommended for that video that there was also apparently Deltarune news in the Direct. So I wouldn't watch that. Cycling feels great. It will feel even better when I beat you in a battle. So yeah, there was a Deltarune trailer for Chapter 5 and it was real that happened to my voice there. The game, Chapter 5 comes out like, what, 24th, 26th? It comes out this month, which I was not expecting. I think I did something in an earlier part where I sarcastically went, whoa, wouldn't it be unfortunate if Deltarune Chapter 5 got released while I was playing this game? That would mess up me playing this game, sure would be unfortunate. Anyway, you know. So I already put this in the description of the video of the part I uploaded for this yesterday, but yeah, when that comes out, I'm gonna play that until I finish it. instead of this. Which, considering it's only one chapter, I don't think it's going to take me more than a couple days to do that. I don't even know how many parts it'll be. I imagine it'll be around a chapter size, probably around chapter 2, if I had to guess. It's the longest chapter, I think. Ooh, you worked us over. So I don't know how many parts chapter 2 had, but I'd imagine that it didn't have to be about that many parts. So it's going to be kind of weird uploading wise, because this series already has like a bunch of parts recorded in advance. So ding ding, watch out you, or did you want to battle? So even after the game comes out, probably gonna still upload parts of this for like a couple days at least, because they just haven't been uploaded yet. But at some point there's just gonna be Deltarune videos uploaded until I beat the whole game. And then it'll be back to the series again once I start playing it again. So that was the big two things that happened during the direct. I'll probably talk about it a little bit more later, but there's other things I want to talk about, and that's the fact that yeah, last time I recorded was Saturday. It's Wednesday. Wasn't able to record Sunday or Tuesday. I could have recorded Monday, but I didn't because I wanted to work on the cover of Toriel's theme instead, because I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass, and it was. It took me like 3 hours to record that. Roar. Kiryu, why don't you learn useful moves? Fucking roar? Really? You're still using Ember, and you want to learn roar? Better be a good puppet. You better just have an awkward phase where you're just not good for a bit. You haven't learned fucking anything. Both of us are on bikes, and we both have puppets. I can't let you get the better of me. How are we not falling down the slope when we're in the middle of battle? Yeah, I'm recording this on Wednesday, and this is going to be the only day I'm going to be able to record for a while, because tomorrow I have to get ready for my vacation I have with family, which is going to go on from like, I'm supposed to leave early Friday and not be back until like Monday or Tuesday? I can't remember. I'm not going to be able to record until after that. And also not going to be able to upload during that time. So the part I upload tomorrow I'll probably throw in, probably put in the description, and I'm not going to be uploading for a while. A while being like a little over half a week, but you know, by my standards that's a while. Technically been 2 days since the last time I uploaded a cover, but I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow to upload it, because I'm not going to be able to upload another cover for another like 5 days. Yep. This hurts me just as much as it hurts you. Or the other way around, I guess. You really hit that 5 times. You're half dead because of it. Now you're fully dead. Hope you're proud of yourself. Stupid looking puns on. So yeah, that was another thing to talk about. Just, I'm about to go on vacation. I'm gonna be gone for a bit. Not gonna upload anything. Not gonna be able to record anything. So I'm gonna come back. It'll be like that week, right? Let me look at a calendar here. I'll be coming back around like the 16th, and the game Deltarune comes out like 24th, I think. So I would have like the rest of that week and the beginning of the next week to record this before Deltarune comes out. So yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot of this series recorded in advance, because I still have quite a couple opportunities to record it even with the vacation. How long is this road? Can I talk to you, please? That bike you got there, it's the type that can change gears. You gotta love that. Sure, I'll give you a battle. I still don't know how to do that. You know, like, tell me what buttons I'm supposed to press. Just gonna vaguely tell me about changing gears. Are you a fire type? I think you are. Yeah, that was mainly the important things to talk about. The Touhoumon 6 remake. Deltarune and how it's going to affect my uploading schedule and my vacation. Of course, I'm recording when I upload this to be long after vacation's done anyway. You have to wonder how many parts I'll end up uploading before I upload the Deltarune stuff. I'll end up being late to the party. You know, I'll have to start uploading like a week after the game comes out, but whatever. So yeah, because the Touhoumon 6 thing happened and the Deltarune news, I decided that I would go ahead and watch the Direct to see if anything else happened. I didn't watch the Direct normally. I watched, figured I'd watch someone I'm subscribed to do a reaction to it, so I watched Fat Guys. I could have sent out Takane. Could I have actually? What am I fighting here? I wasn't really paying attention. Hakure, will you die flying? I was pretty low leveled against the boss earlier, but I figured I shouldn't bother trying to grind off screen until there's another boss fight coming up ahead. Which there isn't right now. Okay, good. You could have killed me, but you used double team instead. Of course, that means I'm going to lose anyway, because I'm going to try to hit you, and then I'm going to miss, and you're going to hit me, and then I'm going to die. Oh, it didn't. Wow. So while I was watching that Direct, I found out that they didn't even put the Touhoumon 6 remake on in the English, in the Western Direct, apparently. It was only in the Japanese Direct. I was like waiting for it to show up so I could like see if there was any reaction to it, because that was something to watch people's reaction to it, even if most of the people I would watch a reaction from don't know what Touhoumon is, but you know. But no, they didn't even put it in the English Direct, because I guess they think people outside Japan don't care about Touhoumon, I guess, so they put in other indie games that people totally cared about more, yes. A bike will carry you a long way. The only thing that limits you is your own endurance. So, yeah, the Direct itself, a whole lot of nothing. That I was expecting anyway, because, you know, I don't have a Switch 2, I don't plan on getting one, so even if there was, like, some cool shit, I wouldn't get it anyway, but there really wasn't. Their big thing at the end was the Ocarina of Time remake. You know, confuses me, because apparently it's supposed to come out this year, but they didn't show any gameplay footage of it, so I can only assume the reason they did that is because they're planning some big Zelda Direct, where they'll show it off. And then they also showed more of the new Fire Emblem game, which is a game I would be interested in if I had a Switch 2. But since I don't, it's probably going to be another Engage situation, which I did not play Engage at all. I barely know anything about it. Some people compete over speed and some compete over technique. Which kind are you? Although unlike Engage, I'll probably at least watch some videos over it after the game comes out, because apparently it takes place in the same universe as Three Houses. It's still can't tell if it's supposed to be a sequel or a prequel, because Sophis is in it, and she looks older, but due to the lore of how Three Houses works, that could be before the events of the game or after. So it still doesn't seem to explain that yet. Yeah, I like Three Houses and its world and characters, so I'm semi-interested in how that game will end up going. I can tell in the trailer it appears to take place in Dagda, which, from what I remember, is the continent. You're a special defensive wall, so I should change to my physical attackers now. So I remember it's the continent to the west of Bodland. It's where Shamir is from, I think. So really the only things that's known about it is stuff she talked about, which, God, if I remember any of that. And I think it was a plot point that at some point they invaded the Adrestian Empire and they got fended off. So that's all that's really known about the continent that this game apparently takes place on. Did you have more puppets? You have a Yugi. Okay. Definitely should have thrown the fish at that instead. Because it takes place on a different continent, I have to wonder how relevant, like, the backstory in Three Houses is going to be? Like, are they gonna expect you to know it? Or is it gonna be, like, only very semi-related, but not much because it's a different continent? Because I think I saw Heroes Relics in that trailer, but, like, the whole backstory of how those works is very much a thing that happened in Fodlan. So I wonder if they're gonna, like, expand the lore to talk about how it happened in other continents too. Who knows? Yeah, I'm interested in that game's story, but I'm not going to play it because I don't have a Switch 2 and I'm not spending the however fuck much money it is nowadays. Didn't they raise the price of it? I'm gonna buy it anyway. I'm definitely not buying it now. If you beat me, you can count on something rotten coming your way. And so yeah, like, I guess that's it. I said I had a lot to talk about, but it's weird. Sometimes I talk about things faster than I think I will, and sometimes I talk about things a lot slower than I think I will, so I'll like not have much to talk about. Like in a previous recording session, I had like one thing to talk about. It took me like 3 parts to actually talk about it, because I kept running into NPCs and having to read the dialogue. Other things to talk about kept coming up. Notice our show doesn't have sleeves, just like has like this little, like, the edge of her sleeve cut off near the end of her arm. How would you wear that? That would just keep falling off. Yeah, I already pretty much talked about everything. Touhoumon 6 Remake, Deltarune, Sand Tomb. No. My vacation and the rest of Direct, which there was like nothing to talk about in the Direct. I skipped through a lot of it. I don't know, I guess things did happen, they just weren't things I care about. Like, there was the Kingdom Hearts game or something, right? That's a series people like. Hey, get off this damn thing. Learn how to... You say this exact same thing. There are 4 NPCs that say the exact same thing. What's a bicycle without this? You've gotta have a flag. It's a puppet accessory. Okay. There's a Splatoon game or something. This is a series that exists. The people who made Xenoblade made a spinoff, I think. I think Chugga Conroy made a tweet that was like, what was revealed in this direct has changed what I plan to make for the next year or so, so probably gonna make some Xenoblade videos, I guess. Haven't watched any of Chugga Conroy's Xenoblade videos. I'm only here for Pikmin made a Touhou meme. That was funny. I'm only here for Pikmin, up and coming Touhou YouTuber. Just you watch. So there's a whole route back here. My puppets are kind of dying. But why are you slow as molasses? Holy fuck, Takane! Alright, can't have you in front, can't run from anything, so I guess we'll put you in front. Maybe you can run from something. Know your higher level? What is all this shit back here? I didn't expect there to be this much stuff back here. Yeah, there's trainers, and I have to run all the fuck way back to the Pokemon Center. Great, you couldn't have put a Pokemon Center around here? Yeah, you really couldn't have? I'm gonna do all this stuff. Uh-huh. You know there's Chens in this grass? Do you know they're way faster than they really need to be? You fucking know that? Hmm? Get me out of here. Pokemon Center over here? Right, there is. I just have to go up this slope. You should have never given me access to the speed up button. No. Anyway, we're back in Orberg. Everyone's favorite city. Because its name is really dumb. Its music's kind of nice, I guess. So I can't really remember it. Alright, how do I get up this thing? I just hold the button. Okay, of course. Here's my trainer card. Didn't mean to click that, but I did. You see the gym badge that I have. Look at him. They cool. So I guess the rest of this part is me looking down there, I guess? I guess this wasn't the way you're supposed to go to continue the story. Because this just kind of seems like a bunch of extra stuff. Not need to be on this bike anymore. Makes precise movements of going exactly one space to the right to take berries harder than it needs to be. So yeah, it is interesting that I'm going to be finishing Deltarune Chapter 5 before I finish this, because I was definitely not expecting that. I was expecting me to finish this series and then wait a couple months and then record Chapter 5. But now I'm not, so... like... I was in this, like, weird predicament of... there's a freaking bug annoying me. What are you, there's a trainer over here, huh? I wear shorts the whole year. I've got energy to burn. Wait, is this a route where I'm actually supposed to go? I was kind of thought this would just be like a small little area, and then I'd go back to where I was earlier. I guess not. I guess I should go back down over there. Yeah, because I was already contemplating making this my, like, last series until I played Deltarune, but now that Deltarune's gonna be done before that, I don't know. When are my puppets going to evolve, huh? They've reached the 20s. Are they like standardized to all evolve at the same time? Or is it like variable? If it's not the same time, I imagine it's around the same time? I imagine none of these puppets are like a fucking Hydreigon, where I'm not gonna be able to evolve them until the goddamn post-game. I'm not finishing this route. I was kind of thought I would go through Cycling Road and maybe a bit after that, and then I'd move on to the next part of the plot, or the next town or something, but that doesn't appear to be happening at all. There's a lot of stuff, isn't there? I like the sea Seki Bunky. It's just her head. It's funny. Couldn't win with just energy, nothing's really that easy. Okay, there's a lot. There's like a lot over here. Jesus. Wow. Trainer tip. Puppets may become immobilized if they are asleep or paralyzed. If it happens to your puppet, it can be disastrous. If your opponent's puppet can't move, it's a big opportunity. I was about to say there's no way I could have gotten this far without being paralyzed yet. Why are you just now telling me that? But I guess that's not technically true. I don't know if I fought any required boss trainers that had, like, Thunderwave. My puppets are, like, already dying. I'm not able to go down here yet. And you know there are cats down here? There's Saras down here too, apparently. I've already used one of you. You were a starter at a previous game. Well, darn. Wasn't expecting this. This is odd. I heard there were 2 caves in Route 206, but I can only find one entrance. I'm still stuck here, fighting a bunch of trainers. I thought I would have plenty of things to talk about, but then I talked about them. Now we are back to nothing again. So yeah, from what I looked at the Touhoumon 6 remake, it looks nice. It has like the sprite work of like the modern games. It's the same goofy ass artwork from Still Zun's 2002 goofy ass artwork. It's just been like touched up a bit. Whoa, you startled me. Well, we may as well battle. It's kind of amusing. Like, on the last member of my team that I'm not gonna be able to get forever. Spoilers, if it wasn't obvious enough already. Yeah, when can I get you? Like, let me check this thing. When can I actually fucking catch this thing? Not that. The hell is it? Here. I can't catch you until Route 210 to the south. Where even is that? I'm gonna check the map after this. Momo yo. It's funny to think that, like, I guess Zun doesn't feel any sort of embarrassment for those pictures. If he's willing to just put them back in the remake, it's the exact same pictures and not just, like, drawing them again. This is one of the battles of all time, it is. Maybe I'll be able to hit you after one sand attack, and then we can move on with our lives. So there we go. Why do so many fucking puppets use sand attack in this game? It's really annoying. It's like higher than average in a normal puppet, in a normal early game Pokemon. So many sand attacks. Just make it stop. Theodore, your power startles me. I think the soundtrack's gonna be remastered. So you'll hear 2.6 and modern Touhoumon instrumentation or something. Although, what exactly that entails, I don't really know. Because Touhoumon 20, there are just Yukaris here? Okay. Touhoumon 20 had like a very unique instrumentation. So I have to wonder if that'll be used, or if it'll just be like more modern Touhoumon in general, like 19-ish. I don't think 19 had a very like had a lot of choir from what I remember. I don't think it had pretty standard instrumentation for modern Touhoumon standards. What do I know? I'm not a Touhoumon music expert. I don't even know what the fuck Touhoumon style means. You change the key a lot, probably. Definitely do that. How many times have I had to play the exact same fucking thing again, but in a different key when making Touhoumon covers? Hundreds of times. Because I've made more than 100 Touhoumon covers. You know that? Miasma. I don't have one of those. I think the last time I checked, would I have like over 150 Touhoumon covers? I reached 50. The Undertale Deltarune playlist reached like 50 recently. So I've made a lot of those, mainly just because that's most of what I've made in the past year. I have Flash. Somewhere. Alright. Let me get rid of another one of Kiryu's useless moves. The one upside about you having such a useless moveset. No, this is just better than low kick. Okay. Or since you're a special attacker. So I'm unironically just gonna have Flash on your moveset for a while. Because it's better than anything else you can have at this point, which is very sad. Very sad, Yashie, very sad indeed. I remember back when I was drawing for a bit, I drew that picture of Kiryu and Mei Link. And I tried to make it like a Yakuza thing, and I put like head of the whatever the fuck Yashie's last name is. Because I forgot that Kiketsu, she's the head of the Kiketsu family, and because that Kiketsu's not her last name, who the fuck is Kiketsu? I don't know. The animal realm, they're leaders. They're leaders of gangs that don't share their names. And it's not explained where those names come from. Anyway, it's been 30 minutes. I am now in this cave. In the next part, I will go through this cave and then go to that other route, because I guess... Oh, wait, I was gonna check the map, right. Let me do that first. Route 210 to the south. That's where On is. Route 208, 209, 210. That's all the way over here. To the south. So what, over here? Yeah, I'm not... Why is 211... No, this is Mount Coronet? What? This entire stretch is Mount Coronet? None of these are routes? Weird. So yeah, not gonna have a 610 teeth mirror until I get all the way over there. Anyway, the next part I will go through the rest of this cave and then do the next route. Bye.